Silent Hill: The Short Message is a short game that released on January 31st of 2024, exclusively for the PlayStation 5 by Konami and Hexadrive. And I do mean short. It'll take you around 2 hours to complete. At its heart, The Short Message feels more like a Silent Hill-inspired experience rather than an actual Silent Hill, and it seems like the majority of the inspiration came from the later games made by American developers, as this one will rely heavily on the chase sequence. The heart of the narrative centers around depression and self-harm, with an emphasis towards bullying, speaking on subjects such as social media and its effects and the lasting effects that abuse can have on our own self-worth. While The Short Message strives to address topics worth discussing, to me, it felt confused at times, as it paints our protagonist as both a victim and also the antagonist, but it doesn't ever quite invest enough information into our main character for us to sympathize with them. However, the story is short enough and interesting enough that I never felt cheated of my time or effort. Gameplay-wise, the game is exceedingly simple. You awake in an abandoned apartment building, with no context of who or where you are, and as you move around, you will find articles, journals, or other items that you will remark upon. This will give you some of the context. As you move between these items of interest, you will get text messages from one of two people, and from here, you will get the rest of the context. The other half of the gameplay is the briefly mentioned chase sequences. These are refreshing at first, adding tension to the game as you run through the rust-covered hellscapes, but quickly get old and become a reason to sigh out loud. There is really only one monster in the game, which is a cherry blossom covered humanoid, but they are the monster that you are running from, so you never quite get a good grasp on their design or the effectiveness of it. Graphically, the game is torn, with environments looking beautiful, which is impressive considering it's a dilapidated building, but you will spot many recycled assets. The character design, however, feels like it was imported from a mobile game. However, there's only two real character models in this game, your character and the monster. Every other instance instead opts to use live action acting. This can be a bit jarring, but never immersion breaking. Sound design is solid enough that I have nothing negative to say, but I also have no reason to praise it. Overall, The Short Message is a weak Silent Hill title, but a worthwhile experience, especially as the game is free. I've played worse games for longer that had the audacity to charge me for the effort.